Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to paint some loose florals using very light shades of purple first of all, and then followed by some oranges and yellow. So for this you need very much less pigmented water along with the purple shade. I am using a 10 number size brush for this painting, and this is quite a thick brush because I want the petals to be thicker, and then you can just slightly use very fine part of the brush to draw the finer petals at the bottom. So keep on repeating this and draw around 4 to 5 florals at a decent distance from one another, and draw bigger size florals at the center, and you can add the tiny ones at the edges. Now take the lightest shade of pink and add it on the drawn picture. You can try to reduce the paint and merge it by using a dry brush as I'm doing it here. Remove the excess paint and water with a dry brush. It gives a very nice effect to it, and you can keep on repeating it with both the shades of pink and purple, and after a while it will dry up and then we can do the detailings. But first we need to ensure that it is nicely colored and merged and has the perfect combination of the shades that we want in it, and that's how our florals would be done, and will allow them to dry and again remove the excess water if any on the picture. Now I'm taking a little bit of blue shade on this to complete the effect, because blue, purple, pinks, these are similar kind of tones, so I think this is going to give a nice effect to this. Use as much less color as possible for the perfection in watercolor paintings, because the more thick pigment you use, the effect of watercolor is gone. So water is the key here, and that is how you are supposed to draw the florals. Less colors and more water, not so much of water that the entire painting drips away, just enough so that it allows the paint to spread in different directions. And now we can take the tiniest size of brush and draw the black lines for the stems of these, and just keep on drawing it till the bottom of the page. Using a thick brush, you can keep on adding different shades and sprinkle it at the bottom of the paper. This will give a nice effect to it, like it was a lot detailed, more fineness to the picture. And then again you can use the brush to add some tiny details, and in just some time we would be ready with this painting. And last step of this is to add some shimmer. You can use metallic shimmer shades which give a nice shiny effect. So I'm using purple and lavender shades here, which will complete my painting. And this covers can be used as project covers, card covers, or simple posters that you want in your home. So these can be drawn. You can draw any other flower that you like. It can be a loose floral. So these are very simple and easy drawings that you can do, and you can just follow this video step by step so that you can also do such paintings. These are very simple, very nice for kids and youngsters who want to learn watercolor painting. So I think this is going to help them a lot. So I'm just adding the fine details to it now, and then I allow it to dry for some time, and then it will be ready to be used for gifting or just decorating your tabletops and your desktops and your home. You can frame them as well and just have a set of 3-4 such floral paintings that would make your house look beautiful. Your room would be looking nice. So you can just create them on your own and you are ready to go. The next painting that I'm going to draw after this is also very interesting. It won't take much time. The technique is also very easy, anyone can follow it. So just after completing this one, you can just skip the video and come to the next part now if you're done with this. I'm just allowing it to dry for some time and then we are so ready to go. That's the final look of it. The shimmer part is my favorite. It's ready. So now let's switch on to the next painting. For this again I have taken the shades of orange and yellow here. I'm putting very tiny dots with a lot of water in that, and then with a thicker brush I'm going to pull out the paint in the outwards direction, and I won't add any other paint or water to this now. Just keep on pulling it out and allow it to dry. You can use a dry brush to remove the excess paint and to have a variation in the shade of red to pink and then to white. If you want that kind of variations, then you should not add any other paint, and add orange to this if you want. So you will have multiple color layers in a single floral design. So you can keep on repeating this step for the next 4 to 5 flowers that you will draw on this. And similar way you can use dry brush and wet brush to remove the excess water and paint and then add newer shades. So this technique is very much my favorite because it gives such a vibrant looking floral watercolor painting that you would just keep on drawing it and you'll never get tired. It's so much fun and relaxing at the same time. So next one is also a bit larger and of the similar shade. I'm using more of red here. Just pull out the excess paint and allow it to dry. Use fine brush. That's the pro tip of drawing florals. You have to use fine brush every time you are drawing a lot of flowers in a very limited space. Then fine brush is all you can do, and dry brush of course to keep on removing the excess paint as I'm doing it here, and allow it to dry before adding any other detail to these flowers. So keep on repeating this step until you are completely done with the entire page and covered with the florals. The shade, the tone that I have picked is basically orange, so I'm playing around with the shades of reds and yellows, and that's all. It's going to look very vibrant. These drawings are very simple to do, anyone can do it. All you need are some basic colors and 2-3 kinds of brushes ranging from the size of 10 to the tiniest 000 size for the fine detailing part, and good quality paper of course that absorbs as much water as it can and allows the paint to spread uniformly in all the directions that we want it to. So that's how you're going to draw 5 petal flowers or 3 petal flowers, depends. And at the center of each flower you can add a darker shade so that you can differentiate the different regions and mark it as an origin of the flower, and some lighter shades, some just pink color floral also. Instead of doing the entire thing in orange, you can add different shades like dark orange, red orange, or ochre, or burnt sienna can also be used sometimes if you like to play around with yellows. So this is how my florals are done now, and now I'll move to the next step of adding the fine black lines which will work as a stem. I like to keep it very thin because it really makes a picture stand out. So using black with a pen is a better idea than with a brush, so it gives the fineness that we want. And just like the previous step, we are going to add some sprinkles at the bottom of the painting with the same shades that we have used to draw the flowers and the petals. So preferably darker shades such as red and deep orange would be good. And lastly, you can add some golden shimmer to the petals of these leaves, and our painting would be ready. And just allow it to dry for some time and just check if it is ready to go into your frames and ready to be given away as gifts and cards. Just a few steps more, and I think I'm almost ready with this. Try to paint it and let me know if you like it and would want more such loose floral painting from my channel in the future. And that is the final look of both the paintings. What do you think? Is it good enough to be used as gifts, as the cover of the cards for someone? Because I really like simple things, and this simple floral painting would really make your near ones very happy. Thank you.